First-time buyers can make all kinds of mistakes, and I am going to make sure that you avoid those mistakes here today, and we're going to talk about some great tips for first-time home buyers today. Welcome, guys. My name is Mitchell Reese, and I'm your Cedar City realtor with eXp Realty. And today, just like I said, we're going to be talking about what first-time home buyers are going to need to know in Cedar City, and really for first-time home buyers really all around the world and the country, some great things that will be to your advantage when going to buy your first property, because this is such a big event in your life and you want to make sure you do it right. And because I'm a realtor, you're going to make sure you want to come back to the channel so that you can learn as much as you can about Cedar City, as well as the new construction homes that are being built around here, some of the beautiful listings here and in surrounding cities like St. George, Bryan Head, Enoch. So make sure to come back, like and subscribe. And if you like what you're hearing, if you're interested in relocating to Cedar City, or if you're looking to buy that first house, make sure to give me a call. You can give me a text as well. That'll be in my number. And I love talking to you guys. Whenever I get a call or text, it just warms my heart. And let's get into these topics. So something very important for buyers to know, especially first-time buyers. It's really hard for people to understand this concept, but when it comes to buying the house, you need to stop paying so much attention to the interest rates. Yeah, that's going to affect your monthly payment so much, but all I hear is people worried about interest rates, people talking about how interest rates are everything and how they are renting right now because of the interest rates. And it drives me crazy because it's really important to buy while the interest rates are kind of high, which makes the home prices really low right now. It's a buyer's market, and what makes it a buyer's market is because people are dropping their home prices. So when home prices are being dropped, that shows it's sellers trying to show buyers that they're willing to work with them. We even have new construction builders giving incentives to buyers like $10,000 to $20,000 of buying down their rate or putting towards closing costs. And so it really gives a big advantage to buyers. Great for negotiation, especially if you have a good realtor, wink, wink. And it's really important to buy right now. So we see these lower prices, and something important to remember. When you buy with these lower prices but higher rates, yeah, your monthly payment is going to be a little bit higher, but later down the line you can refinance. So especially with having lower prices, you'll be able to build equity very easily in the price of your home. So it'll be something to look forward to when looking for your second home. So there's tons of great deals right now, and you want to make sure you take advantage of that, as well as a realtor that can help you with those negotiations. You really can't play the market. That's such a risky thing, and you'll just be waiting forever. Instead of trying to time it, it's always best to buy now, refinance later, watch your monthly price go down, watch your equity go up, and you'll be thanking me later down the line when your net worth skyrockets as soon as you buy that house. So another tip that will be important for first-time home buyers is that you need to decide on what kind of home this will be for you. And what I mean by that is, think about, is this going to be a forever home? Is this just going to be a home to first get into until we upgrade when we get a little bit higher pay? Is this going to be an investment? Because there's a lot of things to think about in terms of that. If it's going to be forever home, maybe equity isn't the biggest thing on your mind, because if you're going to be staying there, that won't really play into anything unless you're looking to take out loans and use your home as collateral, like home equity line of credits, home equity loans, stuff for remodeling your home. But if it's going to be a forever home, you're going to make sure it meets your needs specifically. There's a lot of things to take into consideration. And some of those things you might want to think about are, is it exactly what you're looking for? Do you like all the features it has? Do you like the square footage? Does it have enough yard space or land? Do I really care about yard space? Do I want a yard for entertainment? Do I want a basement? Do I want multiple levels? Does it meet all of my needs aesthetically? Is it the beautiful home that I've always dreamed of? Because if you're going to be in it forever, you're going to want to really make sure it's the house that you've always dreamed of. One that every time you drive into that driveway, you think, man, I am so happy I have this house. Like, I can't believe this is mine. But when it comes to the house, if it's not going to be your forever home, if it's just your first time, you're going to upgrade later, like we talked about earlier, take advantage of these lower prices right now, because your equity will build and your net worth will go up, and that will help you immensely with looking for your next home to upgrade. It will make it that much easier, and your buying power will increase for sure. So maybe you're gonna have to deal with some things that don't bring that aesthetic look that you're looking for, but it's okay because it's just temporary while you're in this house for now before you upgrade to the even better house. Maybe it doesn't have a pool or a basement that you want, but again, take advantage of what equity you can build. You'll be able to get a better house down the line with that equity built, and your buying power will be that much better, and you'll have more power towards getting the home you've always wanted. If it is going to be an investment home, you definitely want to pay attention to the equity that you can get. Even if you're not going to be flipping the house, you always want to make sure that equity is going to be happening. But more importantly, you want to be paying attention to how much rent you can charge, because you're going to be taking a look at your mortgage and rent, and you want that rent to cover your mortgage as well as pay you some extra cash flow. And when you're building equity, you can use your house to buy another investment property. You can take out a home equity line of credit that can work towards a down payment of another house. Then you can use the equity on that to get another HELOC, and you can just keep using things like that to build up your investment portfolio. So when it comes to first-time buyers, you're going to want to know what kind of loan you want. There's some things that help out first-time home buyers if you don't have as much money that you would hope for a down payment. So there's some great incentives and programs that will help you out with that. So the government has something called an FHA loan, where the least amount you can put down towards a house will be 3.5%. And this doesn't have to be for your first time house. Maybe you want to save it for your next house. Just as long as you don't have one under your name yet, then you can use one from the government. And then there's the conventional loans. The conventional loans I've seen go as low as 5%, but typically going around to different banks and lenders, the amount that you're going to have to put down usually is around 20%. So that FHA loan really might come in handy when it comes to buying your first house. But you got to remember, if it's a lower down payment, then your monthly payment is going to be higher. So maybe you can handle that little bit higher monthly mortgage payment, then maybe it's a really good idea to check out who provides 5% down payment conventional loans, or getting an FHA loan where you can put down as little as 3.5%. And then there's loans for veterans called a VA loan, where you can literally put nothing down. I love to help veterans, and it might be a good idea if it's your first time home. You can really get a lot of help. 0% down payment, just get those monthly payments done and you'll be golden. And then a lot of agents will say, if you aren't even pre-approved, don't even reach out to me, don't bother. But I won't blow you off like that. If you aren't pre-approved, ideally you'd want to be, but feel free to reach out still, because as agents, we're always building relationships with different lenders and building trust. And so make sure to reach out to me, because I can refer you to a lender that I trust, that I know will help you out in the best way. So for first-time home buyers, when you're preparing to buy your first home, it is important to be smart with your money and what you're buying, especially with money from credit. A lot of people, when they're buying a home, make the mistake of buying a car. They're thinking, we're getting new things, we're getting a new start, we're getting a new home, so we might as well get a new car too. But that is a big mistake, because when that brings down your credit, it really takes away your power to use credit with a lender to get that mortgage loan. So just make sure to hold off on the car, get it a little bit later, and you'll be getting in your new home and building up your net worth in no time. And make sure to pay your credit bills on time. Obviously, you should do this throughout life, but yeah, every month, pay it on time. Don't be skimpy with it. Pay it all. Watch your credit score go up, and it'll be a smooth process with getting your mortgage loan. A lot of people are worried about their credit score and buying a home because it's lower, and they're wondering how they can get a home when they have a hard time with credit cards and making payments on time, and can have a hard time holding themselves back with using their credit card so much when they know they can't pay it off. So if you have a bad credit score and you don't trust yourself with a credit card, you can still build your credit, usually with your landlord. If you're paying your rent on time for about 2 years, your credit score will go up, and it'll make it a lot easier to get that mortgage loan and finding a lender that is willing to work with you. So I hope that helped, guys. I hope that wasn't too much information to where you're not going to remember it anymore. I hope I made it simple and understandable. Once again, come back to my channel, like and subscribe if you like the content that you see, and come look at the home tours. There's a ton of new homes being built here in St. George, southern Utah. People are moving here. They can't get here fast enough. So check out the model homes, see what's for sale, look at the options. They're all so very beautiful, and I'd love to work with you. So make sure when you give me a call or text, make sure to let me know that you came from YouTube, and I'd love to get in touch with you. Thanks for coming to my channel, and I'd love to talk to you guys. See you on the next video.